This is a guided walkthrough for my soft launch weekend. The building itself doesn't have any customer parking, it's just got staff parking. But uh, what I do have access to is a free parking lot across the street from the building and plenty of street parking. But enough about the outside, let's go inside. First, when you enter the building, you'll be greeted with a spiral staircase, which leads up to my main storefront area, and then a display area down at the bottom of the staircase. My plans down here are to have some lower cost single cards or more common like go-to items, along with some accessories and stuff like that. So it's the security risk is lower for me, but it's also those are usually hot buys. And then I'm going to install rails across the top of this wall, probably 2 pairs of rails, to hang apparel and branded merch, things like that. And once you get to the top of the staircase, you're greeted with a fork. So to the left is to my play areas. So I've got 2 open play areas, and there's a third room over here that I'll take you to that is going to be a library slash bookstore vibe. And then to the right here is the public restroom, my office, and then the reservation room off to the left here, with kind of like a community spot here for snacks and some more products down the line. But we'll start with to the left. This room, the first room that you're greeted with, 2 glass doors, currently has a 4-seater table, maybe 6-seat, and a 6-seater table currently. But the plan is to put 2 board gaming tables here, because those are more suited for board games, but also for RPG playing. And then there's some pre-installed cabinets that I'll be using for community board games, because I plan on holding charity events for nursing homes and maybe like teen groups and things like that, so they can come and play free board games in my store and just kind of have a good time. Right now, I've come to my second open play area. This is my bigger open play area. There's currently seating for 16 people in here. When I get more tables, I can squeeze probably another 10 people in here, but that will be based on comfort. So I'm not sure if I'll do that yet. But my plans for this room are, since this is going to be like the main room that most people spend time in, is to have a TV on either side of the space so that people that are sitting on either side can see what's happening, like see the TV. So that's a little more balanced and fair. And then just decorations everywhere else, so that it's a fun environment and you have access to the other things. This third room here is that library I was telling you about. Currently, I have 4 bookshelves in here. I'm considering bringing up those other 2 bookshelves just to seal it in more books, the better. But the back corner there is going to be seating with the chess table, which flips into backgammon and also checkers. I'll have some more seating right here for like a smaller seating, like a love seat, things like that. That way people can grab a book and just sit and read if they wanted to. If they find a book they like, they can go buy it, take it home. Kind of that Barnes and Noble vibe, where you can just sit in Barnes and Noble, sit on the floor and crack open a book and just read. But yeah, this will be a really nice room once I get it going, and then of course decorations everywhere. I am now walking behind my counter space, right here with this will be my main display, obviously, with the hottest items, and then behind it are what I'm going to be calling my top shelf items, because this is a speakeasy themed game store. It'll be like your well drinks in the display down here, your medium range drinks here, and then your top shelf drinks, the most expensive stuff, up high, just to be consistent with that theme. So with that, I have a bunch of antique furniture real wood, real finishes that are just that have character to complement the store. This is the staff area. I've got right now it's a bunch of work stuff, but I'll have like microwave and refrigerator back here so that I can sell drinks as well, and potentially microwavable items. This area is going to be some backstock and sorting of singles and individual cards so that I can list them on my website and on TCG Player. And yeah, plenty of cabinetry, plenty of backstock space. And through this room, we enter the reservation room. So it's kind of a circle in here, but it'll be two glass doors that when you've got the room, you can lock it in so you can have more privacy, or you can leave it open so that people can come and watch you do your thing, I guess. But my plan is to get a very premium table, ideally with Wormwood Gaming. I've always wanted to partner with Wormwood Gaming and get their products in my store, because I think that is what's going to make this store the most premium. And my hope is to get the Prophecy table in here because it seats 8, if I'm not mistaken, and it has high quality solid wood leaves, so that if you're not doing a D&D campaign or you're not doing board games, and whatever type of party you want to reserve this room for, you can do that. To include, I plan on putting a TV up in here as well if you wanted to just do a birthday party and play video games. Or, I don't know, like I want this to be a very ambiguous room. Like, you can do what you want to do in here and have privacy or not. And then, of course, it has direct access to the staff area. So if they need anything, I can directly help them without having to cross through the whole store or them having to come to me. Once you leave the reservation area, we've got that community pocket I was telling you about. This is some shelving that'll be used for selling my wife's homemade cookies. She has a cookie baking business with with gourmet cookies. And this is a tea station, which will also include coffee at some point. And then all this other space back here will be more products. And that'll be decided as those products come. The next room we have is my office, which I will also be using as a filming studio for doing Whatnot streams or doing content for my YouTube channel, and just general day-to-day office stuff. And lastly is our bathroom. It's really big. The tile's kind of gaudy, but giant vanity and a nice toilet with a window that is frosted, so you cannot see in or out. But that is a slow walkthrough of my store and some of the plans I have coming. I hope whoever sees this video comes down to check it out, or is just wanting to follow along and see how it's going. But this is where we're at right now. I've got a little bit going on, and this Friday, October 17th, I'm doing my soft launch, which after that, the whole store will be open to the public. And just as the days go, things will change and things will get updated, and you'll get to see the store change before your eyes. And you can also give input and feedback for what you want as I'm doing it. So anyway, thanks for following me along with my slow walkthrough. If you watched my TikTok, I did a fast walkthrough. I did a run through even. And yeah, follow for more.